Because a lot of us like, oh yeah, this is what I got. It's about that. Because you're always just picking the ones what you want. Could we be distant relatives? Well, do you know why my mom hates me so much? How can I heal if my brain was poisoned with pharmaceutical drugs? Greetings! Oh wow, we have made it back to another video. So welcome. Oh my days, guys. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and sit down and just have a conversation where I answer your questions. So thank you to everybody that have contributed to me having to sit down and get to know me by me answering your questions. That hopefully will give you some sort of sense, because there's a reason why you asked them and there's a reason why I'm sitting down to answer them. With that being said, let's get right to it. The first question is, what inspired you to do content? Wow, for me, I am about just sharing my thoughts, my teaching, and also following those deepest desires that I have, that I know that I can express. So that's basically what inspires me to come here and share things that I document with you guys. That's where it's coming from. Just me sharing my thoughts, just me sharing things that are calling me to express. But yeah, that's why I do it. And it will never end, because it's a lifelong journey where you're just like constantly getting signals. Your thoughts never die because you're constantly getting signals from everywhere. So I'm like, oh, this signal here, because you know, we get messages all over. But yeah, that's why I do it. Okay, that's my deepest desire, to just express myself in that way. But yeah, that was a really good question, so thank you for that. The next question is, how can I heal if my brain was poisoned with pharmaceutical drugs? How do I heal and not unalive myself? That question was a bit heavy, but to answer in a way that would assist you in that, in doing so, it would be to reprogram yourself and reprogram yourself. Because remember, you can, they call it, what do they call it? The placebo effect. But that's just self-programming. You need to reprogram yourselves for them to regenerate in a way that benefits you. So it's all about unlearning what you need to let go and welcoming things that are going to help your cells flourish, and basically reprogram them. You can talk the way that you talk to others, your cells, that's how you need to talk to yourself. But yeah, take home message is reprogram yourself and reprogram yourselves. By the way, I'm answering them in a way that I received them. Whatever comes first is get the priority to be answered first. So the other question was, do you think the more volume of fertility, the more we stay awake and think deeper? With that question, I think your soul is the one that gives you the experience, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to do with the substance that we have, but I feel like it's just about your soul awakening. Everything else kind of just follows, because your soul creates that awareness. So it's all got to do with your soul, and not necessarily the concentration or the volume of the facility that has to do with your awakening. The awakening is something that happens from that soul essence and that soul level. The other question is, do you meditate? If so, how do you do it? Wow. The way that I have figured, and I've only figured this out recently, is that for you to really meditate in a way that is effortless, you really have to surrender. A lot of us have been taught that meditating is about, love and light. It's about choosing the things that we feel like we need to choose. But what I have figured out and what I'm about to vocalize to you, meditating is about surrendering to the all, to the unknown, to the ugliness, to the beauty, everything. You're basically embracing all of it. So it's about not choosing, it's about welcoming all. It's about not picking the things that you want to hear. Because a lot of us are like, oh yeah, this is what I got. It's about that, because you're always just picking the ones what you want. It's about welcome it all. If you can just get into the unknown and welcome that unknowing, the uncertainty, you'll be all right. So the way that you meditate is you have to be able to get to that deep space, because like your thoughts never end. Even if you can get to the highest level, right, of awareness or high level of meditation, your thoughts never end. Why? Because you're constantly, as I said earlier, getting receiving signals. It's a constant thing. It never ends, no matter what. Okay, so just get to the level where you can welcome and embrace all parts of you, and not just picking things that you want to hear, not picking the answers that you want. Welcome it all. Like, yeah, start there. This question was a bit funny, and it says, could we be distant relatives? Well, we know that we are one cell that has expressed itself in a trillion times. We are one cell that replicated itself in the form that you are. So yeah, technically we are relatives, cousins, all of us. Like, if we're going to be honest, it's that cell that is so sophisticated that it has expressed itself in so many forms, in the form of you and I and everybody that we see ourselves in basically. So yeah, we are relatives. The other question is, do you know why my mom hates me so much? Like, all my life, I'm witnessing it. Wow. Do you know the saying that we are sent here to mend and correct things we need to correct in the closeness and the proximity of our parents? They can come in the form of your siblings, in the form of your mom, in the form of your dad. So the ancestors, since in your past life, right, your mom could have been your enemy in a way. Just think of it in that sense. So the reason why you might not be getting along now is because you need to be so close to them, and I know it's difficult, to be able to correct things to that level, so then you can move on. Because remember, they know this is a prison. The ancestors, right, in the higher realms know that this is a prison where you come, the lower plane of existence, where you come to correct things so that you can move on. Your assignments are here, and your assignment could be your mom. Your assignment, not to be hee kaka, but to get to the level where you can understand each other. It might take your offspring when you come back, if you choose to, come and amend it and correct it. But the reason why you guys don't like each other is because there's something that she is mirroring, that you are mirroring for her, and she might be doing that for you. So it's about working through it and trying to find ways where it makes sense, because you do need to fix it. And sometimes the fixing it could be like, well, I am feeling like I have done what I need to done, because yeah, you come from her portal, but you are a free soul and you have the ability to decide your pathway that you want to take. Because you literally will gravitate toward a direction you already want to take. So it's about just getting there and remembering that, yeah, you are both here to ascend that assignment and not fail. I hope that helps. The next question: have you ever had a lucid dream? And if so, how did it happen? I used to have lucid dreams, especially in the beginning, like when I wasn't really tapping into myself, especially the darkness. When I was like, scared of the dreams, I've learned to, first thing that really helped is not being on the phone. When I'm not on the phone, I turn off all the electronic magnetic field coming at us, so the TVs, laptops.
Do you know what I realized? I realized that I did not really answer the questions I'm going to attempt to answer now. So how did my lucid dreaming come to happen? I used to always lucid dream me falling into this black hole, and now me understanding and decoding what the black hole is represents the darkness, which is everything. So now I think I probably dreamt about it a few times, but I don't have those dreams anymore. They kind of subside, and I'm just, I guess, on a different dimension now. But yeah, the way that I was able to navigate through that was to how I'm about to explain how to master it. But yeah, I hope that helps. Let's continue.
Phones, I always turn it off before I go to bed. So what you can do that helped me with my lucid dreaming, turn off everything, because like the electromagnetic fields, what does it do? It hijacks your pineal gland, because that's how you get into that lucid dreaming. So what you can do is turn all of that. Also, you can program yourself to say, I'm going to remember my dream. I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to be there. I'm not going to be afraid of it. Welcoming the unknown. And just it's going to take a few times, but you're going to get to the point where, because now I literally can come from the dream world into the physical, and I feel like I could be just up the road where I'm around zombies, and I feel like I'm still in that dream state. Like I'm able to like prolong my dreams for a whole day. It happens. So that's the thing. So basically it's programming yourself before you go to bed so that you remember it, so you know that you're lucid dreaming, and not to fear it, just welcome it, because there is a sense where there is a communication there, there's signs, there's messages that you are receiving from doing that. So yeah, lucid dreaming, yes, I used to do it, and the way that I master it is just telling myself what's going on. Next question. Do you have dreams and visions of being in this reality before? Yes, I do have dreams. Especially, like, I get stories from my parents that the women that are in my lineage have been so powerful. I've never met them. That's what my names mean, to remember those that came before me. But they used to tell me, oh, the people would travel from here to here just to see them, and like I've never met them, but I sometimes get visions of them. I have 3 of them especially. I always get visions of the 3 of my my past lives, sisters, aunties, whatever you want to call it. The 3 of them always come to my mind, and I can vividly even locate where they are. But yeah, I do get visions, 100%. So tap into that. This question says, what is your journey in life? FYI, you already know you're gorgeous. Oh, thank you. So my journey in life is to, guys, I have a calling always to help us remember who we are through food, literally. And that's my assignment. Like, I need us to eat foods that will love us back, because I feel like that's one of my calling. That's my biggest journey, is to awaken us through whatever way, information. But the biggest way, I think food is information also, so for what we're eating. So yes, my journey in life so far has been full of lessons, full of learnings, full of new codes unlocked. But so far so good. So yeah, that's my journey in helping us remember who we are. But that's something that I will never get tired of. Honestly, it's the best thing ever. Best. I love the question, so thank you. The next question. Firstly, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. What products do you use for your skin? Cause it looks gorgeous. Thank you. If I want to be honest with you guys, this is one of the most questions that I get. My videos are very honest, and I'm trying to educate us and decolonize, but the questions become about my substance. And I get it. You see yourself in me, and I see where it's coming from. But what do I use for my skin? I basically eat a lot of greens, but juice. Remember, water, H3O. It's not the H2O. It's not the water they're telling you to get. That's just 2 hydrogen and a carbon. H2O? Yeah, H2 hydrogen and a carbon. Yeah, damn. Yeah, 2 hydrogen and a carbon. It's not that. I'm doing the liquids. I'm getting my apples, my cucumbers, my pears, what else? My ginger, liquids. But if I'm going to be honest, next level, all I do is I don't put anything. If I can't eat it, I don't put it on my skin. So you're not going to find me using any products. I have surpassed that. So what I use on my skin is just honestly coconut oil or olive oil, avocado. That's pretty much it. But mostly it's what I drink from that. But yeah, so unlock those genes, unlock those codes. This is the final question, and I think we saved the best for last, okay? Because you guys are about to learn something, all right? It said, tell us one prayer or affirmation in Tuk Nat, okay? Tuk means language of Nad, right? Tuk language, Nad people. So my family name, clan, tribe, whatever you want to call it in terms of your colonial terms, right? We call Nad, which translate the people, human beings, all right? So I'm gonna give you one affirmation that I do say in my language. All my affirmations, I do them in my language. I could receive them in English, but I always make them so that it goes deep into my subconscious. So the one that I always have on top of my affirmation, it goes like this. In English, the God in me is everything, and I got nothing to worry about. Literally, the God in you is everything, and you got nothing to worry about. I love the affirmation, and I say it in my language. But yeah, with that being said, thank you to everybody for all your wonderful questions. You guys literally did a 360. You have even helped me to break down myself within this video. So thank you a ton. We're gonna do part 2, so don't miss out. Make sure you do open that throat chakra so you can speak up and say what you want to say, express it, and share it. Because then you can help others. That's what we're here to do. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I hope that we get to grow this village that is infinite, really. But yeah, guys, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.